Hello, everyone. I am so glad you're able to join us this week for our LinkedIn Live. Today, we are going to talk about patience. Patience. Every year when November comes, I get excited. I get excited for the cold. I can't wait for the snow. And I can't wait for the pond across the street from my house to freeze. Because I love to skate on it, but I like to walk on it. It's like you feel like you're walking on water and you get to see the landscape differently because now you're out in the middle of this pond looking around. So every year I wait. I wait for it to get colder and to get the ice. But you know what happened to me this year? I waited. I waited through December. The beginning of January came. I'm like, it's just got to be frozen now. So I decide to go down to my pond and I start to go out. My first step was okay. I'm like, okay, this is good. It'll be good. I'll be able to walk out there. But then all of a sudden, the ice cracks and my foot goes down and it's submerged in this muck and it's brown and it's gross and my foot is wet. And I quickly pull it out and I'm like, oh, Donna, you were so impatient. We didn't have enough cold days for that pond to be frozen. This is what happens to marketers. When marketers aren't patient, their campaigns almost go down into the muck and they get ruined because people are impatient. They start changing things around and then they don't know what worked, what didn't work, and they don't know how to proceed. So today I wanted to talk about why it's so important for B2B marketers to be patient, to wait until that ice is strong enough that you could start maybe making a few changes. Just like me, I should have been more patient. Then I could walk out on the ice. And then if it continued to stay cold, I could get out the skates and skate on the ice. But I wasn't patient. You have to be patient. And the reasons why B2B brands have to be patient is because when you're selling expensive offers, like a piece of equipment or an expensive education program, it takes time. It has a longer sales cycle. There's more people within your company that have to buy in to say, yes, we need that piece of equipment. That'll help us be more efficient in our production. You also have to then check with finance. Make sure you can get all your financing in order. Let's say you decide to buy a piece of industrial equipment by auction. You've got to make sure that financing is in order before you can place those bids in. And then you also have to make sure that you have all the transportation logistics in place and that you can do it. Are you able to pick up the piece of equipment wherever it is and bring it to where your facility is? Are you able to have the people on the ground ready to put that piece of equipment into your production line? You've got to be patient. Because when it comes to these big expensive offers, they may not be interested in buying it right then when they get that first email blast. But 3 months or 6 months down the road, that might be when they need that piece of equipment. And so you must be patient. You have to remember there is that longer cycle. There's more people to get buy-in, the financing and the transportation. But also when people are going to buy expensive offers, you want to buy from a company you trust. And that only happens when, as a marketer, you take the time to build a relationship. You take the time to get content out there that makes you seem like you're a thought leader in the space. When you do that, you start to build those nice, genuine relationships with your prospects and customers. They will trust you. And if you do a nice nurturing cycle, so not just one-off email, that's not going to work for you, especially on B2B expensive offers. You have to do a nice nurturing campaign where each touch point offers more value. Whether you're going to offer a webinar, whether you say, okay, download this, here's a checklist about that. Maybe you are sending out or you're promoting an upcoming auction. Send out a piece of information about how to place a bid on an auction. Not all companies out there know how to buy equipment by auction. Educate them. Show that you care. Show that you want to make this process as easy as possible for them. When you go and you put consistent messaging out there that offers value each time, that's when you'll deepen that relationship. That's when those people eventually will buy from you, but they're going to buy from you over and over because they're going to become those loyal customers for you. You've got to build the trust, and it takes time. So like I said, it's not you send out one email, oh, the open rate is bad, forget it, we're never doing that again. Or maybe you get a good open rate, but the click rate is bad. Oh, forget that offer. Forget it. We're not offering that guide again. We're not going to do that webinar or that checklist. No, 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 no. I'm here to say you've got to be patient. You've got to give it time to see if it works. Keep that content. Let it play out a few times. After it's played out a few times. Now, when I say a few times, I like to say to clients, keep what you have going for at least 3 months. 3 months and then analyze it because there's so many variables involved in marketing. It could be the time of year it is. Maybe the kids are just about to go to school. Maybe your kids are in holiday. Maybe it is, summer break and everyone's on vacation. Maybe it's any holiday. There's just so many variables. And then there's the economy. The economy plays into it, especially with expensive offers. If there's uncertainty in the economy, then people aren't going to buy expensive things. They're going to sit for a minute. That doesn't mean they're not interested in what you have. They just can't commit to purchasing for it right then. But if you send that out to them over and over, when things change for them, guess which brand they're going to remember? They're going to remember your brand because you are top of mind. You're offering value and you're educating them. So be patient and offer a nice cadence of information out there. Then you can analyze it. And then when you go to analyze it and you see, oh my goodness, we've got to change some things around. Big recommendation here. One thing at a time. If you change 3 things at once or 4 things, you won't know which thing really moved that needle. So change one thing at a time. And again, you change that one thing and you've got to be patient for a while to find out, did it actually work? Or did it not work? And all your failures, I hear people all the time saying, oh, well, marketing doesn't work. And I'll be like, okay, I get it. Marketing doesn't work if it's not done properly. But then I also say your failures, that marketing that you said didn't work, didn't you get some value out of the information you were able to pull out of it? Yes, I can guarantee the answer is yes, because with every failure, you're able to get some information out that will help you market your product better in the future. You've got to be patient, especially with these industrial offers. They're too expensive. People are not going to just maybe they're not going to just see a social post and say, oh my God, yes, I need that CNC equipment. Or, oh my gosh, that was a great LinkedIn post. Let's buy an HPLC. No, that's not going to happen. And that's why it's important to get your messaging out there in different channels so that they see the social post, but then they get an email sent directly to them with messaging that resonates with them. I'm not going to go into that. That's another whole LinkedIn Live. This one is just about being patient. But obviously, if you do the messaging that resonates with that individual, and then maybe you send a postal campaign, or maybe you do another email blast, it just reinforces it again in front of them, and they're going to act upon it. Because you're going to have confidence that you're hitting the right people with the right messaging, and you're being patient and letting that marketing campaign play out. It is hard. Learn from me. I know it is hard to be patient. I don't like to wait. When I want to do something, I want to do it. If I want to get on that ice, I want to get on the ice. Don't tell me there hasn't been enough cold days. I'm going to go try it. And then I will fall in, because you got to be patient. And with marketing, it is so easy to watch your competitors or see some results and say, forget it, we've got to change things. It's easy to go, your boss could be yelling at you like, no, Donna, get going. You got to get something going here. We've got to see better results. Tell them, please be patient. We're confident we're hitting the right audience with the right messaging. Just give these people a chance to digest the information, and we know they will come in. Be patient. I'm learning my lesson. I'm trying to be a little bit more patient, because I'm going through way too many pairs of boots, having them getting stuck in the mud and then coming out and being full of dirt and ruins. And I try to clean them, but they're never the same. So learn from my mistakes and let your B2B marketing really resonate, settle in to see what kind of results you can get, so that your marketing results will get better time after time. Join me next week for our another LinkedIn Live, as we navigate this sea of B2B marketing that is constantly changing. But before that, if you have any questions for me or need help with your B2B marketing, please feel free to reach out to me at dpeterson, Peterson, @worldinnovators.com. Till next week, everyone.